The other thing that's really important also is, having moments where you're coming together with your team and you're looking at the quality of your work, right? Not how you got there, not who did it, not like how much it cost or anything like that. You all just come together and go, did this work achieve what we wanted to? Is this work at the level where we want to be? And having a really good, honest discussion about, you where it is on your scale of good to great, and actually going, okay, well, it might be middling and you want to get to 10, right? For some people, middling might be okay. That might be where they want to be. Fine, great. Don't reach for 10, fine. But in a business where actually you're used to getting tens and you want to be there, you can start looking at where the work is and then start making sure that you're also creating a workflow that gets you to a place where you're going to do that work, because it doesn't just happen magically. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not just one person. It is an organized environment, and with the right skill set and the right people and the right I'm going to say operating model. I'm so sorry. I know that's like the unsexiest part of great work, but it is the thing that makes great work happen. You can get those people in a room, but without having the ecosystem to sort of wrap your arms around that great work, it's not going to come to life in the best possible way.
That's
And
the first
how
cause
did,
of failure
sorry,
as
Emma.
well. So I think is having a workflow and a tool is absolutely critical. Um, a lot of the time, the in-house team gets given too much scope because it's seen as free. I think one of the pieces of advice and one of the things I implemented was a value tracker to ensure I could understand how much value my creative department was giving back to the marketing function. So it gave me the data to then future proof my business model to say, well, we know that these creatives are delivering X value, therefore can we, invest in the talent to grow it out. So you need to right size the team based on the scope. We can't do more scope just because it's in-house. It's the same as an agency. You've only got so much resource. So workflow tools are critical in understanding the scope that you've got, the visibility of the scope, which coming down the line, and then able to resource it. And doing too much and saying yes to everything will just fall over. You will then lose credibility and the creative work will suffer. And then we go back to the old model of pushing everything into an agency again. So workflow, scope management, and having that real rigor of process is fundamental. And one of the big things my first day one did was to make sure that was in place.
And it's one of the key challenges we hear people all the time mention is around the speed to execution, the need for speed, and how it's all based on speed. And you raise a great point there about the creativity and the fact that it's, how do you enable people to have the space to create that great work? And I think it's back to your operational, just taking the operational challenges away. And you mentioned there about the, resource planning. We see people using our tools to actually build a business case for why they need resources, because they have that visibility to go, so look at how overworked they are, look where all the work is, look how long it's taking, look how efficient it can be, efficient it is, but yet still we don't have enough capacity. So they're using that data and those initiatives to build that business case.
Yeah,
Tell us a little.
agency
Go on.
side, when we did the agency side, we could report at any point in time how busy our teams were. We knew what
Yeah.
scope would come in. As an ex account handler, I would have visibility of my client's scope. So you still need that rigor in the in-house model, because how can you resource it and how can you make sure that you're going to be able to deliver on time if you don't know what's coming? So I know it's probably teaching people to suck eggs on that, but you'd be surprised on how many that isn't in place. And at the moment, it's a lot of some of the smaller in-house models are started with creatives, which we dearly love, but there's the operating piece is missing, and then it falls over. So yeah, operating models, ways of working. I know it's a boring word, but I love it, and that's what's absolutely critical to make it all work, because it only works if it all works, and your workflow tool is the backbone.